all that TikTok. Your favorite rapper probably waiting on the next trend. I'd rather get it out the mud before you help me. That boy Mike Deezy, he don't rock with me. They ain't no stopping me. I seen them pop up at the cut when fans start upping all my streams. I remember ain't nobody used to talk about my heat. I remember everything. I never throw away receipts. I don't do no beatbox. Leave your feet hot. That running like a track star. Right out them Reeboks. There's no more parties for your shorty, but she still gon' be a to find a with some guap. Oh, I see they catch 'em. Oh, God. If you see Cap, just put the Billy on it. Got the city on it. I was riding in that Civic, homie, probably with a shorty. Now I never like to kick it. Everybody keep recording. Go by two things in my lifestyle: money and lose. Everything start getting better. You gon' see they ain't even cool with you. Bad tryna fool with them. Want nothing to do. Fake love tryna make amends just cause of that little bitty trend on TikTok. Leave your feet hot. That running like a track star. Right out them Reeboks. There's no more parties for your shorty, but she still gon' be a to find a with some guap. I go by dollar sign, yeah, I get that. Without them dollar signs, let's see how far your bars gon' get. Don't do no features unless I know you got no price on this. This double lamb ain't got OGs, just throw a beat and I'ma eat little
Timberwolves continue their journey as they play an interconference matchup in this road game. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, 2K Sports welcoming you to NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. The Cavaliers again playing host, continuing their homestand in this one. What a story right now for these guys. Win after win. It's been a phenomenal stretch.
Yeah, and these fans could not be any more behind this team right now. The winning streak has kind of captured the entire public's imagination, and the level of enthusiasm, man, is off the chart.
And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. And it's sent back by Allen. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. 4 on the clock. Now we know the players enjoyed the rest they get during All-Star Weekend. But, Greg, you think it should be moved to later in the season?
I like how the current format splits up the season, but it seems more fair to hold an All-Star towards the end of the season so that voters get a more complete look at each player.
Here's Henderson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Mobile.
And there's one area where the Cavs have been very good the past few seasons. That's the draft. They've made some terrific picks in terms of personnel.
You're right, GA, they have, and the draft's been essential to the rebuild effort in Cleveland.
And they've been so smart about it. You look at the guys they brought in, Mobley, Garland, Sexton. They nailed just about every one of their selections.
Donovan Mitchell with the assist.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
To the middle. And again, Minnesota will turn it over. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, 1 apiece.
Yeah, this is really tight. I mean, it's splitting hairs when you talk about these teams. get the feeling if they played 10 games, each side would win 5.
Out to Edwards. Good on the three-point shot.
Boy, the 5th time's the charm. That's a big basket there.
And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for Cleveland. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Yeah, and you know, those losses really hurt when you can't get anything going your way, everything's going against you. Very frustrating.
Edwards with another miss.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you figured once Gobert was traded, it was a matter of time before Mitchell was moved as well. You knew a team would jump at the chance to add him, and here we are now. A new start with a starring role for Donovan Mitchell.
2 minutes.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Here's Reed, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Assist from.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Rubio. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Here's Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell
Plays it up and banks it in.
Rubio finding the open man, it seems that's exactly what he was built to do. It's what he's paid to do.
Here's Rivers, and the layup is good.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
The Cavaliers leading by 3, and Jalen Noel picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
now into lineup.
1:03 left in the first quarter.
And that's 2 fouls for him this quarter. A third would be a problem.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
3rd team foul.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
And Reed has it in the corner. Prince outside. Back to Rivers. Pass to Prince. Good D by Wade. And here are the Cavaliers. 4-point game. Here's Stevens. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Prince misses. And it's Wade with the ball for the Cavaliers. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
At the line for
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
LeVert. At the line for your
First one falls for him.
2 shots.
And LeVert, the Ohio native, has a ton of potential, folks. A tall, lanky shooting guard with really good playmaking ability.
And so he hits both. Timberwolves trail by 6. And Reed has it in the corner. Pass to Edwards. Here's Rivers. And so it's Cleveland with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is...
The Timberwolves. 7. Get up and get loud.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, you know, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
Oh, the lob to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Boy, the former second overall pick has really worked on his passing. That was an outstanding find by Russell.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Karis LeVert has become one of the game's best slashers. He says, honestly, I just go to the front of the rim and work on different spins. Getting more comfortable with both hands and finishing. Kyrie Irving did that when he was younger, and that's one of the ways he became a great finisher. Kevin, back to you.
He is a great finisher. David, thanks. He's studying the greats, and it's paying off. Stolen by Mitchell. Now Cleveland moving it up. Garland leading the charge.
And with the ball in his hands, Mitchell attracts attention, then breaks down the defense with the pass.
Pass to McDaniels. Out to Russell. Back to McDaniels. Anderson with the ball. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Nailed from three-point land.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the three consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
He dialed that one up from long distance. Garland's got 5 now.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Oh, and here we go. Coral's got it. The fast break chance. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Anderson with the ball. Now defended by Mitchell. Here's Okoro. Here's Mobley. No good there. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And look at what they did in the fourth quarter. Just totally out of sync and lacking in intensity. And that turned into that huge comeback.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Outside, Russell. Has to Gobert. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Now, Mobley. On the wing. Misses off the left iron.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Russell with it. Garland picks him up. Clock at 4. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Mobley misses. It's Gobert with the ball for Minnesota. Trailing by 2. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. Pass to Edwards. No good. That would have tied it. Here's Mitchell. Kicks it out to Garland. They grab their own miss. Mobley with it. He's looking for Love and finds him. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Mobley. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Mobley's got 6 points.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Gobert. And the last shot before the buzzer is on the first half.
With the score. And say whatever.
And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. Cavaliers on top. They lead by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
For your Cavaliers,
and if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. So it's the Timberwolves now. 4-point game. GA, it wasn't long ago that the Cavs were an afterthought in the NBA.
Well, not anymore. I mean, Cleveland has a tremendous young roster. They play some of the toughest D in the NBA, and they're only going to get better in the years to come.
I can't emphasize enough what reading is all about. That's seeing the game in front of you, another way to put it. Russell making a great choice for the assist there.
It's Garland. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
Here's Russell. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. Here's Garland, picks one up.
Shooting one.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
D'Angelo Russell, the second overall pick in 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting, too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his second season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had a reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, showed everybody that he could start over.
Down low. Reed. Left side Anderson. And stolen by Mobley. Here's Mitchell. And then Mitchell at the dump.
And understanding where to run to in transition, Mitchell is very opportunistic when the break is on.
Over in the corner, McDaniels. Pass to Reed. Knocked loose. Stolen by Garland. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution for your Cavaliers. Cedi Osman. Harris LeVert.
Here's Osman. Back to Rubio. From deep. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And it's a 5-point Cavalier lead.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Jared Allen grabs the miss. And LeVert, here we go. And the shot goes in. LeVert's got the lead up to 7 now for the Cavs.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
For 3, Edwards. No good that time. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. He takes it in.
Man, what an athlete. Once he gets ahead of steam, Caris LeVert is impossible to stop. Good luck trying.
Inside. Gobert with the bounce pass. Looking to end the run. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Noel, no good.
Well, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Pass to Rubio. To the inside. Allen, that's good.
Boy, I think they've lost their intensity. I mean, the defensive pressure is lacking this half.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the player. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Back to Gobert. Doesn't go for him. And here are the Cavaliers. A nice run going 12 in a row. Back to LeVert. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That'll be his second foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
40 seconds left to play in the third. 6 to shoot. Pass to Stephens. Launches it. The Cavaliers with another miss. Timberwolves trail by 11. To the paint. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Assist goes to.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by the Cavaliers.
Pass to Rubio. Now Love. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
His first.
Such a skilled guy to guard. Love a difficult matchup for anybody. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that
shot? That's the end of the third quarter.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close.
The Timberwolves, 25.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. The Cavaliers leading by 9. The wide open look here for Garland. Cleveland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Connects from three-point range. Mitchell's got the lead up to 14 now for Cleveland.
And Kevin, after being unable to find the net in the first half, they sure seem to be a different team here in the second.
Exactly. I mean, finding their stride all looking pretty good for him right now.
He goes up again. The three from Garland. Kept alive. Pass to Okoro. Shot clock at 6. Here's Mitchell. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.